ゲーム、え待って待って待って。音が入ってない。これが入ってったじゃん。なんだよ。てかマジ、な、このゲーム。違う。違うんよ。やっぱ、なにこんな、やばいんだけど。待って待って待って、何をすればいいの何をすればいいの？やばい。何をしていいかわからない、このゲーム。500いくらで買ったはいいものの、時計はいいね。で、ゲーム、マジで入ってない。なんで、なんで、この間言ってたじゃん。 待って待って待って。そう。で、そう。あ、そう。聞こえてんの？聞こえたところでこのゲームをクリアできるかどうか怪しいんだけど。あ、入った。入った、入った、入った、入った。オッケーオッケーオッケーオッケーオッケーオッケー。入った、入った、入った、入った、入った。入っとると思う。入っとるとは思うけど、マジこのゲームなんか水ゲームみたいなの書いてあったから、500いくらで買ったんだけど、何がしたいんだ？ちょっと待って。急にスピーカーから出たぞ。OK。
I'd like to speak to a lawyer now.
で、マジで
You have no murder weapon. You have nothing. And all these stories we've been telling each other. Just that. Stories.
カードを追加するとって法廷のここはさ何マジで何こうやって探す感じな。なんだろう。ちょっと待って。
Yeah, that's me. But February, I mean, that was months ago. What's that got to do with Simon's murder?
DNA とかめっちゃ恥ずかしいじゃんこれ。多分何普通にやっていくゲームなのこれ。怖いんだけど。多分あれだね。ちょ待って。何このゲーム。なんか何自動的になんか話進んでなんか選択肢でどうのこうのやるんじゃないの。わあ。待って。何もヒットしんや。待って。やばい。9低い人にはできないゲームだこれ。めっちゃ出てきた。待って。めっちゃ出てきたよ。待って。めっちゃ出てきてんじゃん。
A black coffee, thanks. No sugar. Sweet enough as it is. My name is Hannah. Hannah. It's Pandre. It reads the same backwards as forwards. It doesn't work from Lyric though, it's not quite symmetrical, but well, I mean, you get the idea. Sorry. Hannah Smith, I live at 31 Gladstone Street. Simon Smith. He works at Ernst Brothers Glass. They do windows, all kinds of glass. Simon does the more special work, mirror making, feature windows, artistic things, really beautiful things. A mobile phone? Yeah. Well, they have one for the glaziers, but it's only for work. I can't remember the number. Oh, it's in the kitchen. I saw it plugged into its charging cradle. Simon is 6 foot, darkish blonde hair, average build. He's clean shaven. If his beard grows, it goes ginger, so he shaves it. I mean, not that there's anything wrong with ginger hair. I bought a photo. They said a spring photo. This was taken last year on holiday in Rome. It's the best one I have.
Yeah.
Simon Smith.
一応振っとくか。スミスってこの人の名前。新しいの来た。
It's the Rockington Arms, The Rock. It's run by a nice couple, Peter and Susan. There's some other regulars there that Simon likes to drink with, and the barmaid they're having sometimes, Helen. Peter said Simon had been in and had a few drinks. Yes, there's an Amstrad one. No one uses it for very much. There's a printer so you can write letters on it. Simon sometimes plays games, you know, climb the tower, save the princess, that kind of thing.
マリオじゃん。
Simon isn't the type to run off or do anything crazy. Someone must have done something to him, or there must have been some kind of accident. So what do we do next? Thanks.
Simon.
Please find Simon.
最後に関数
I love him so much.
小文か。サイモンか。タグ付け。地道なゲームだな。で、履歴から、おう、ちなみにこのクリップあんのか。なんかあったっけ。
Simon Smith. He works at Ernst Brothers Glass. They do windows, all kinds of glass. Simon does the more special work.
Ah, これか。あとどこだ。現れたっけ。
A black coffee, thanks. No sugar. I'm sweet enough as it is. Simon Smith. He works at Ernst Brothers Glass. They do windows, all kinds of glass. Simon does the more special work, mirror making, feature windows, artistic things, really beautiful things. Simon is 6 foot. A mobile phone? Yeah. Well, they have one for the glaziers, but it's only for work. I can't remember the number. Oh, it's in the kitchen. I saw it plugged into its charging cradle.
あ、そうだよな。しかない。
Black coffee, thanks. No sugar.
そう当たりとやろ。お、分かった。
My name is Hannah. Hannah. It's pound tray. What are you doing talking about Eve? Poor Simon.
絶対モール信号っぽいやな、あれ。
Yes, my name is Hannah Smith. Oh, shit. Sorry.
ああ、そっか、サイモンが。してんの？
Across the road, where my parents first lived there, was a midwife called Florence. When Hannah was born, I was born at the same time. The midwife was there to help. I'd been throttled by the cord, probably wrapped around my neck by Hannah. The midwife told my mother I was dead. But I wasn't. She wrote all this stuff in a diary. Amazing what people will admit to on paper. She recognized me from the window. She told me to come inside, and she hid me. They had made the attic into a place where Hannah could play. There was a dollhouse. She hid me up there. No one else ever went into the attic. It was her place.
ちょっと待てよ。気になるな。
What are you doing talking about Eve?
もうしん。
Poor Simon. What are you doing talking about Eve?
トゥトゥトゥトゥトゥトゥトゥトゥトゥトゥトゥってなんだ。トゥトゥトゥってトゥトゥトゥ。 マシンはどこで切るのこれ。そやー。とりあえずモールスでつけといて、なるほど。あとはだっけ、なんとかストリート、なんとかストリート。
A black coffee cup. My name is Hannah. Hannah. It's Pandre. It reads the same backwards as forwards. It doesn't work if you mirror it though, it's not quite symmetrical, but well, I mean, you get the idea. Sorry. Hannah Smith, I live at 31 Gladstone Street. A mobile phone. Simon Smith. He works at Ernst Brothers Glass. They do windows, all kinds of glass. Simon does the more special work, mirror making, feature windows, artistic things, really beautiful things.
Ah, これか。
You think it's murder? I mean, clearly it's murder.
事件当時か。
What can I do to help?
そうやね。
Yeah, that's me. But February, I mean, that was months ago. What's that got to do with Simon's murder?
サイモンは死んどんのか。
I'd like to speak to a lawyer now. Please. You have no murder weapon. You have nothing. And all these stories we've been telling each other. Just that. Stories.
Oh,
Can I leave? Are you going to arrest me? No. They'd laugh you out of the building. A lawyer would make mincemeat of you. Yes, I understand my rights. No, I don't need a lawyer.
どういう心境の変化？あ、これの一個前か。あ、現実。 も本当はこんだけなんだよ。ただのもう信号っぽいやつやろ。これ。PTP だって。データベースチェッカー。あ、こんだけ見つかったってことあ、ななんだろう。日付。おお、なんか来た。
It was late, early Saturday morning.
土曜日出ないか。
I left the next day, Saturday. I slept for a few hours in the car. When I woke up, I came straight back. Simon wasn't returning my calls and I wanted to try and make up. I got back to the house and Simon wasn't there. And I... Is there a bin?
音リアルだな、お前。
Well, a week or so ago. It would have been the Saturday before my birthday. You know, I get like that on the weekends, have a lie-in, then want to get up and blitz the house.
Yeah, buddy.
I got pregnant. Both our parents had a big powwow. We weren't even in the room. And they decided we should get married. No. I lost the baby. I had a miscarriage at 8 months. We carried on living at Simon's parents until, well, it was only a few months after. Yes. I inherited it from my parents, so it made sense to move back, me and Simon. Felt like going back to old ways before the pregnancy. Reminded me of being a girl, a dollhouse in the attic, old things. We didn't sleep in my parents' bedroom for a long time. We decorated it as soon as we moved in, but it was another year before we started sleeping there. Yes, I'm fine. I won't be sick again. This happens some days. I'm pregnant. It's morning sickness. No. Well, yes. He found out on my birthday. I told him I was pregnant. Yes, that's my birthday. Not one of the big ones, but I guess you can see that.
喧嘩したんか。
It was my birthday, like you said. We were going to have a meal at home. We had our meal. He gave me his present. I guess I didn't like the present.
気に入らなければもらっとけ。
From when I woke up. Okay. I woke up. Simon was already up, and he made me birthday breakfast of eggs
美
Benedict.
味しいよね、ベネディクト。
We both had to go to work, so we saved presents till later. I got to work, had some birthday cake, children sang me happy birthday. Then I came home. The birthday meal was a takeaway, and Simon gave me his present, which I didn't mind. And after that, we talked about the baby. It turned into a big argument. Simon left. I was furious. I wanted to get as far away as I could and get some space to think. So I left. A police station. Yeah. When I was young, we ran away on my birthday. Bob Dylan was playing in London and we thought we could break into his tour bus and have him take us with him. The taxi driver we paid to drop us off, I mean, we'd saved money, pinched a bit here and there to pay for the fare. He was suspicious because we were so young, so he told the police. So they came and picked us up and took me back to Portsmouth. My mum picked me up from the station. But I blamed everything on my friend Eve. So my parents let me off.
待って待って待って待って待って待って待って。
Well, my friend Eve.
友達？友
Yeah,
達か
she。was a friend from when I was a kid. And she was always more popular with the boys, and I used to hate her for it. I mean, really hate her sometimes. Yes. We'd fight. We fought on the beach once, and I held Eve's head underwater. There was no one else around. It was at the far end of the beach, and
死ぬよそれ。
I held her head under, and I kept it under. And for a moment, I just wanted to kill her and watch her drown. But that was it. It was just a moment. We made up after. It was a love-hate relationship. My mother called me Eve.
は？おいおいおいおいお前。
My mother called me Eve.
どういうことどういうことどういうことどういうことどういうこと？ じゃああなたは待ってよ。アナの相方が今わかんないんだ。 さん、おはようございます。いや、俺なんかスチームで500いくらで売ってて、なんか、やってるんだけど、すごいなんか、マジで物理的にメモを取ってこう、やっていかないと、整理できない。ああ、思考系。ああ、そう。そうだね。と、ある事件の証拠映像を、この検索エンジン使って、真犯人を導き出そうみたいな感じのゲームらしい。その証拠映像の言葉、単語で検索して、どんどん新しい情報をゲットしてってやってってだけどな、おかしいな。OK、来た、姉妹。
You want me to play something?
曲の中の
I'm
バード
not
引っ
the
かかったから
world's greatest guitar player.
ちゃったな。
Okay. Probably needs tuning.
イケボじゃない、イケボじゃない。
It's okay.
本当にイケボじゃない。
How about a traditional ballad? Should be right up your street.
いや、もう、いや、あの方がね、いい声しおる。僕さんの方がちゃんとね、いい声しおる。声好きなんだよね、あれね。声はしおる。まあね。歌詞の姉妹だよな。関係ないのか。
The eldest one pushed the other one in. Oh, dreadful wind and rain.
聞いとくか。
See, they both had a love for the captain's son. Oh, the wind and the rain. But he only cared for the youngest one. Oh, the dreadful wind and rain. Oh, the eldest envied her sister fair.
そう、全部実写で。
Oh, the wind and
面
the
白そう。
rain.
だから買ってみ
With
た。
a pretty little face and her long blonde hair. Oh, the dreadful wind and rain. So she pushed her in and held her
結
down.
構いいじゃん、これ。
Oh, the wind and the rain. Watched her as she slowly drowned. Oh, the dreadful wind and rain. Oh, she floated up and she floated down. Oh, the wind and the rain. Floated till a ship came by. Oh, the dreadful wind and
そうですね。PC から配信してほしいな。
out comes the captain's son. Oh, the wind and the rain. Father dear, here swims and swan. Oh, the dreadful wind and rain. And then it gets really weird, so I think that's a good place to stop.
モグさんも気になるんだったら、今ね、ほんと、500ワンコインぐらいで買えるから。
When she went home, Simon had a birthday tea waiting. Afterwards, she told Simon about me, told him I was pregnant. She wanted me to move in with them, this sister he didn't know she had. She knew that instant. The look on his face. She knew.
おー、びっくりした。ちょっとずつだけこうやってなんか誰か検索してんのか今。あ、ちょっとびっくりしたよ、これは。あ、なんかここら辺顔があるね、これ。マックできないんだ。L も、もげさんなんかずっと、なんか、これ PC で、あれしてない。船。そこ。彼氏はさせないかな。ですよね。ああ、さっきの歌だもんね。そう、でもこれ気になるんだよな。
What are you doing talking about Eve?
絶対モールス信号でしょ。モールス信号だろうかなと思うけど、わかんないんだよな。こういうゲーム PC いっぱいありそうだから。いや、もっといろいろ探したらいっぱい出てきそうだけどな。こういう PC ゲーム。ああ、いくじゃない。きっと新しい。
So, it was Friday evening.
そう。
We had an argument. He left. On Saturday, he didn't come back. I waited all day. He was supposed to go help Eric out with something on the Saturday afternoon. They had a job.
新しい OS になってから32分のプロページ
So
を
Eric was ringing on the phone. I checked at the Rock, that's our local. They said they'd seen him on the Friday night, but not since. He still
あ、
wasn't back this
そ
morning.
うなんだ。
Isn't like him
マ
at
ッ
all.
クってなんか
Still not back by dinner time. It's getting dark again.
だ
So
と
I
思って
decided
た
to
けど、
come see you.
チームのゲーム結構できないんだ。
I don't think either.
ああ。何でもできそうなイメージだったんだけどな、
So,
マック。
it was Friday evening. We had an argument.
32ビットだかなんか64ビットだかちょ
On
っとよく
Saturday,
わ
he
からんけど。
didn't come back. I
違
waited
う
all
んだ。
day.
全部一緒かと思ってた。
He was supposed to go help Eric out with something on the Saturday afternoon. They had a job. He didn't show. So Eric was ringing on the phone. I checked at the Rock, that's our local. They said they'd seen him on the Friday night, but not since. He still wasn't back this morning. It just isn't like him at all. Still not back by dinner time. It's getting dark again. So I decided to come see you. His parents haven't heard anything either.
待って、これ何？サイモンが失踪した当日？いや翌日か、これ。なの？
So,
あんな。
it was Friday evening. We had an argument.
違うな。
He left. On Saturday, he didn't come back. I waited all day. He was supposed to go help Eric out with something on the Saturday afternoon. They had a job, but he didn't show. So
なん
Eric
か
was
す
doing
げ
one
え
thing.
な。すごいな。
I checked at the Rock. That's our
私は無理
local.
だ。
They said they'd seen him on the Friday night, but not since. He still wasn't back this morning. It just isn't like him at all. Still not back by.
帰ってこないと、サイモンがね。
We couldn't afford our own place. Simon dropped out of school, went full time at the Glaziers.
学校
That was
やっ
Eric's
てたんだ。
generosity. We moved in with his mum and dad. They had a spare room for us and the baby, if it came. It was a nice change, time to myself, living there for those months, full of hope.
だけど、で、しまったと。
Then my parents died. It was the worst year of my life. A miscarriage,
あ、やっ
and
ぱそ
then
の年か。
my parents.
しかなくなったんか。マジでこれは。なんだ。いや、反応するんだ。多分ないと思うんだよな。あった、双子。
Twins? Really? Are you really asking me that question?
ほんとびっくりするって。ちょっとさすがに。
Are you out of your
気
mind?
づけよ。
Twins?
スタジオ潜りとスタジオ潜りどっちがいい？それってサムネっていうか、ブルー画面みたいな時のタイトルロゴみたいなやつですか？この間の配信にパッて出てきてた。チャンネル名か。じゃあチャンネル名か。悩ましいな。どっちもいいっちゃどっちもいいんだけどな。ないからな、私は。そう、なんか時々このゲームのプレイヤーの顔は反射するからね、ちょっとね、びっくりしちゃうんだよ。
There were always princes and princesses. They were the special people, more important than the other characters in their stories. We knew we were like that. Twins. Magical. We were the princesses. We had a poster of Princess Diana from the newspaper up in our attic.
どっちだろう
Our
な。
pride of place. And underneath we used to put all our special
赤に
things.
した方が
When her engagement
あれ
was
と一緒だ
announced,
から、
we
ま
were
あ統一
obsessed
性
with
はあるっ
everything
ちゃあ
she
るんだけ
did.
ど、
And later, when her life went so bad, we felt for her.
確かにどっちも使えるっちゃどっ
Her
ちも
divorce
使えるん
last
だ
year
よな。
just kind of drew a line under things.
あれはあれとしてすごいからな。ぶっちゃけどっちでもいい。俺はそんなこと思ってないよ。モグさんが思っ、いや、まあそこはもうね、モグさんを好きにしてもいいと思
There
う
were
よ。
always princes and princesses. They were the special people, more important than the other characters in their stories. We knew we were like that. Twins. Magical. We were the princesses. We had a poster of Princess Diana from the newspaper.
あ、違う違う、ぶっちゃけどっちでもいいっつったのは、このコメント読んだんだ。
And underneath we used to put all our
よし。カタカナの方が、本当にこないだ出してた画像と
There were always princes and
一緒だった
princesses.
か。あれ、あっ
They
ち
were the
全部
special
カタカナだ
people,
った。
more important than the other characters in their
した方が
stories.
パッと見見栄え
We
は
knew
良く
we
な
were
る
like that.
とは思う。
Twins. Magical.
そこ相
We
手
were the princesses.
変えるのもいいっちゃいいし。
We had a poster of Princess Diana from the newspaper up in our attic. Had a pride of place. And underneath we used to put all our special things. When her engagement was announced, we were obsessed with everything she did. And later, when her life went so bad, we felt for her. Her divorce last year just kind of drew a line under things.
スタジオ潜り。どっちかって言われたら、カタカナの方が、なんだろ
There were always princes and princesses. They were the special people, more important than the other characters in their stories.
う。どっちかって言ったらね、
We knew
で
we
も
were like that.
別に
Twins.
その、もう片方の方も全然
We were the
いいだろうし、
princesses.
悪くはないから、
We had a poster of Princess Diana from
個
the
人として
newspaper up in our
言ったけ
attic.
ど。
Had a pride of place. And underneath we used to put all our special things. When her engagement was announced, we were obsessed with everything she did. And later, when her life went so bad, we felt for her. Her divorce last year just kind of drew a line under things.
うんうん。やっぱ結婚でめっちゃ出てきたな。
A long time.
そうね、こっちも痛い。長いわ。
We got married when I was 17.
割とサイモンは何 ?17? お前が17の時に結婚したんか。
Childhood sweethearts.
なんで、お、
Something like that.
言うと、いらっしゃい。
Are you married, detective?
結婚してない。独身。なんか、いい男じゃねえよ。一般ピーポーでさ、ただ単の。これね、なんか、真犯人をこう、探すっていうか、事件の証拠映像を検索エンジンとかでいろんなワードで引っ掛けてって、事件の内容とか真犯人を考えようっていう500円のゲーム。で、時たま出てくるプレイヤーの顔がびっくりしますと。
I guess you could call it that, but we were both happy to get married. It was a beautiful wedding. We had our first dance to Come Back and Stay. I'm not sure if that's a good wedding song, but I loved it. I chose it. I mean, it was genuinely our first dance. We'd never danced together
すごい
before.
昔、
It was probably
向こうの人
awful
と
to
かってす
watch,
ぐダン
but
スできるよね。
I enjoyed it. It felt like it was just me and Simon for that moment. Just the two of us.
そう、ほんと、いや、これマジ地味なんだよ。これさ、最初はさ、これしかなかったの映像。 体感型フラッシュアセスみたいな感じで。そうそうそう、結構ね、500円でこれはね、なかなか面白いと思う、マジで。この3つの映像しかなくて、で、
You think it's murder? I mean, clearly it's
そう
murder.
これで、証言の中の
What can I do to help?
単語とかを取ってって、
Yeah,
増や
that's
してっ
me.
たんですよ、映像を。
But February, I mean, that was months ago. What's that got to do with Simon's murder?
でサイモンの殺人事件の何の関係がって言ったから、サイモンって検索すると、こんだけ映像がまた新たに出てくるよって。いや、結構マジでこういうゲームね、PC、もうちょっと増えてるよな。どこまで行ったっけ、結婚か。
We spent the wedding night in a hotel in Brighton. It would have been too much to do more. We were saving for the baby. It was wonderful to be in a hotel, away from home, just alone together. Since then, we've always tried to get away for our holiday.
プレイヤーの顔って、あ、そうそうそうそうそう、もぐさんの言う通り、それ、そう。さあ、あれ、うちらさ、ここ今唇見えない？気のせい。この辺唇で、これ鼻で、なんか唇に見えないこれ。幻覚？待って待って待って待って、ちょっと背中しみで見
We
て。
spent the wedding night in a hotel in Brighton.
結婚式じゃダメだよな。
We spent the wedding night in a hotel in Brighton.
そっちは見えないんだ。幻覚だな。お前だけか。そうね、この映像マジでさ、モード信号の得意な人おらんかな。ほんまおらんわな。見えないもの見てるんだ。それは怖い。この時間だからなのかな。
What are you doing talking about Eve?
いるよ、ほら。この人いないよ。大丈夫。気のせい気のせい。お、奥さんこと大丈夫それ。後ろに乗るね、きっと。奥さん乗る。あの練習しなきゃ迎えるのが気にしてる。確かにな。確かにな。俺もね、赤枠会をね、ちょっとね、やろうかなって思ったの。カジュアルマッチ行ったの今日。ダメだったね。プレッシャーを押し付けてどうのこうのってやろうかなって思ったんだけど、ダメだったね。待って。違うんだよ。こいつさ、こいつさ、やばいんだよね。なんだっけ、この辺だったっけな。
There were always princes and princesses.
これじゃない。すげえこと言い出したの。この映像。
My mother called me Eve.
そう、母は私をイブって呼んだでしょ。この人がイブだっていう証拠だと思うじゃん、これ。でもね。いっぱい出てきちゃったな。これかな。
Well,
もう友達のイブリにやって、
my
これさ、
friend Eve.
自分じゃないんだよ。
From when I was a kid. She was always more popular
だから
with
ここ矛盾出てるから、
boys. Hate her for it.
ちょっとね、なんだろう。
I mean,
ここら辺がなんか
really hate her
なんか
sometimes.
なってんだよ。マジこういうのなんか紐解いていくのって楽しいよね。
No, He was as shy as me. I asked a friend to ask him out for me. We had our first date at the Odeon in North End. We went to see Risky Business. I had on my one best dress. Simon paid. He bought me a whisper, and I was worried about getting chocolate on my teeth. Simon's parents offered to put me up, but I didn't think it would be a good idea. It would be too sad. Not right now. I'm staying at a friend's. I mean, not really. He would go to the pub. He had his drinking buddies there, but no one ever really came back to the house. Sometimes Eric, his boss, and his wife would come in for dinner. That would be us returning favour. Diana's a really good cook into her trendy ingredients. And the last time Simon cooked something off MasterChef, he got the recipe off Seedfax, and I did my Lloyd Grossman bit, commenting from the sidelines. I had to find fennel from the supermarket. Have you ever eaten fennel?
ファンネルなら知ってる。ファンネルならつい最近ずっと自分にやってる。
Mother wanted me to grow my hair long, but I kept cutting it myself. I wanted to look like my reflection. She always had short hair when she was little.
待って。
Mother would hide the scissors, but I would find a way.
こいつ
Cut it with a bread knife, something like that.
多重人格
My reflection would always leave her
こと
house
だよねこいつね。
and go on adventures, but I never could. Mother taught me at home, and I had books and TV. Oh, TV was magical, but it was only on when it wanted to be, so I spent a lot of time reading books.
ってよ。結構今ってよ。多重人格でもなんでそういうことじゃないの？もう一人の僕がイブってことでしょ？もう一人の僕が私はイブって言ってるんだから。モールシンボル、本当にわかんないんだよな。あれってどこでどう区切るのかがさ、わかんないよ。
What are you doing talking about Eve? Poor Simon.
多分いやこれでしょ。母は
My mother called me Eve.
でしょ。って感じだよね。腰痛い。さんちゃんか。腰だ。モールスじゃいかがないやろだよね。スモールスってあ、そっか、タグつけたもんな自分で。 なんて言うんだ。違う。ダイアン。そう、津田。ダイアン津田。ゴイゴイスー。
Eric was like an uncle to him. They were pretty close. They spend a lot of time with each other, especially when they have to go to conferences.
あれかす。
Have you met his wife, Diane?
ほう。エリックとダイアンが夫婦で、で、エリックがサイモンの良き理解者ってことだ。
Diane is really nice. She helps out with the glaziers, organises the Christmas party, that sort of thing. They have 2 kids, really sweet kids.
その子
She
の
used to look
名
out for me when I worked there.
その子の名がその子の名が別にか
Yeah,
な。
that's Simon's watch. It was a gift from Eric. He got it this year. It was a wedding anniversary gift. Steel. It would have been Diane who chose it. She has really nice taste. That time, you must eliminate me. I was in Glasgow then.
お、あの歌の後これ。
Simon and Eric arguing? No, I can't imagine they'd be arguing. And they get on so well. Unless it was something to do with work. Maybe Simon was being too much of a perfectionist. But I don't know. You should ask Diane.
なんかグラスだったっけ。
Yeah, that's Simon's watch. It was a gift from Eric. He got it this year. It was a wedding anniversary gift. Steel. It would have been Diane who chose it. She has really nice taste. That time, you must eliminate me. I was in Glasgow then.
エリック。
He was wearing a shirt, a blue turtleneck shirt and jeans. He has a watch. It's a really nice one. That was a gift from his boss, Eric. He had his coat, a long grey duffel coat, like Paddington Bear. He would have taken that with him. It's not in the house. Yes, there's a car that we share, a Cavalier,
キャバリエ。
and a van he uses for work. It's owned by Eric, but we look after it.
車系は関係ないと思
Both
う
of
け
them
ど
are
な。
there now, parked in the street. I'm not sure about the keys for the van. I can look for you when I get back. Yes, that would be in his wallet. It's a Visa, a silver one. He doesn't like to spend money he doesn't have, so he usually pays with cash, but Eric convinced him to get one.
何なんだろう。出てきた情報だと、あれだね。グラス号だっけ。
I got in the car and I drove. I just kept driving north.
その
Just
時の
kept going, just wanted to get as far away as I could. When I finally stopped, I was all the way up in Glasgow. I was so tired. I just had to sleep. Yes. I got to Glasgow, I was exhausted, so I pulled over and slept in the car. I woke up because a rubbish truck went past. I got some petrol, bought a coffee and a pastry, tried calling someone from the payphone, and then headed back. No, I don't think so. Glasgow was deserted that early in the morning.
あ、目撃者はいないと。
When I arrived in Glasgow, I was exhausted. The streets were empty. I was driving badly. And I hit a taxi. Not a big crash, just paintwork. The guy was so pissed off because I didn't have a driving license on me. But when I told him I was pregnant, he made sure I got to the hospital so they could check me out. It was fine. The hospital must have details when I was looked at. There's a scratch on the car.
おほう、またいろいろ出てきたな。あ。どれで検索
Asked the hospital. I don't see how it's hard. We've established I was in Glasgow when he was killed. You've spoken with the hospital?
ああ、裏を取れと。私が病院に行ったっていう。
It's like I told you before. I drove. I took the car and drove. I don't have my own car, but I have a spare set of keys. I just drove north. I wanted to think, put some space between me and them. Everything I told you before is true. I stopped at Glasgow. I was tired, exhausted. I pulled out and I hit a car. My car was okay, but I was worried about the baby, so I went to A&E to get the okay. Everything was fine. Slept in the car. When I woke, I tried to call Hannah from a payphone. She wasn't answering. And then I decided to drive back. I had decided that she was more important to me than Simon.
多分これがあれなんだよね。全部埋まるとファイル見尽くしたって感じなんだよね、きっと。変にそうそう。ユーザーの初老にどうなったの？
No. I lost the baby. I had a miscarriage at 8 months.
1年8ヶ月よ。それいつやねん。
We carried on living at Simon's parents until, well, it was only a few months after.
ってことは何？また別におるってことか。新たな生命があなたのお腹に宿ってたのね。あれ？タクシーじゃあれだよ。エリックもダイアンもやって何が残ってんだっけ。前でなんか出るかな。出た。
No, no cat. My parents had a cat before they died called Domino.
Domino.
It was this little black thing with white dots. And we never did anything about the cat for that, but if you were thin, you could maybe squeeze through it. I would have been a good mother. I was young, but I would have been a good mother. She was a girl, by the way, the baby. We were going to call her Sarah. Simon wanted to call her Ava after his nana,
エヴァ。
but I didn't want her to have a symmetrical name.
じゃあ、花嫌っとんな。
My name?
と、
That was the only question I failed. Your lie detector works.
めっちゃこいつ開き直ってんじゃん、この最後らへん。
Yes.
元気やな。
My name is Hannah Smith. Oh, shit. Sorry.
お前は花じゃないよな、きっとな。俺は分かっとんねん。ああ。それだけだとめっちゃヒットしちゃうかな。あ、
Yes. I'll take a lie detector test. I've never taken a lie detector test before. Does it really work?
そうでもなんで
It's Rapunzel. The story starts when she's born. Mother Gothel, a witch, takes Rapunzel from her parents and keeps her locked up in this tower. Rapunzel gets pregnant by the prince, and Mother Gothel is furious, so she cuts off her hair and throws it. Actually, her hair's already short here, so that's already happened. So she throws her into the wilderness, and Rapunzel is reunited with the prince, who's blind, but she kills him with her tears, and so it's a happy ending. Is that too much? What kind of hairs? Really? Okay.
続き
Here's the
つか
rest.
気になってた。
Made a body of a doctor, oh, the wind and the rain, till a fiddler with a fiddle came walking by, oh, the dreadful wind and rain. And he made a fiddle bow of her long hair, oh, the wind and the rain. Yes, he made a fiddle bow of her long blonde hair, oh, the dreadful wind and rain. And he made fiddle pegs of her finger bows, oh, the wind and the rain. Yes, he made fiddle pegs from her finger bows, oh, the dreadful wind and rain. And he made a fiddle out of her breastbone, oh, the wind and rain. The sound could pierce a heart of stone, oh, the dreadful wind and rain. But the only tune that the fiddle could play was, oh, the wind and the rain. Yes, the only tune that the fiddle could play was, oh, the dreadful wind and rain. Anything you sing may be used as evidence against you.
なんだったっけ。なんだったっけ。食い物あったよね。何読んだったっけ。
Simon and Eric arguing? No, I can't imagine they'd be arguing. And they get on so well. Unless it was something to do with work.
違う。
Maybe Simon was being too much of a...
その前にフィドル。アンネルじゃなくて、 けな。パネルっぽいやつ読んだ。どれだっけな。
Simon and Eric arguing? No, I can't imagine they'd be arguing. And they get on so well. Unless it was something to do with work. Maybe Simon was being too much of a perfectionist. But I don't know. You should ask Diane. Yeah, that's Simon's watch. It was a gift from Eric. He got it this year. It was a wedding anniversary gift. Steel. It would have been Diane who chose it. She has really nice taste. That time. You must eliminate me. I was in Glasgow then. Diane is really nice. She helps out with the glaziers, organises the Christmas party, that sort of thing. They have 2 kids, really sweet kids. She used to look out for me when I worked there.
誰か。それ後回しでいいや。
I would have been a good mother. Simon wanted to call her Ava after his nana, but I didn't want her to have a second.
エヴァとサラ。でもってことはこんだけしかないってことでしょ。あ、そっか。だってあれできてないこの証拠あんまいらんもんな。
My name. That was the only question I failed. Your lie detector works.
この3つだけか。なんだろうな。ちょっとモルシンも調べるか。マジで分からんけど。
What are you doing talking about Eve? Poor Simon.
でもモル信号って
you doing talking about Eve? Poor Simon.
何やってんだよ、お坊さん。まだ寝てないのかい？ゲームをやってるんでさ。
What are you doing talking about Eve?
いやー、ごめんさ、それはね、ちょっと責任重大だよ。ちょっと。
Poor Simon.
本当に、1割もいかないぐらいの参考程度にしてもらっても困るな。怖いな。猫部屋タックルかもしれん。来た。元気だな。メルか。
What are you doing talking about Eve?
ちょっと。
Poor Simon. What are you doing talking about Eve?
猫さんはじーっとね、自由のが可愛いんだよな。そうね。ごめんなさい。これね、すぐ書いて。何かあったらすぐ書いて。マジ誰かモール信号得意な人おらんか？ちょっと物理的にこれメモいるぞ、まず。ピンがないんだけどどうしようかな。
Doing talking about Eve.
トゥトゥ
What are you doing
トゥトゥ
talking
トゥ
about Eve?
トゥトゥトゥ3回やんの。謎解きゲー？そうだね。そうね。このゲームの中の検索エンジン使って事件のこの女の人が全部事件のあったアリバイとかいろんなこと喋ってるんだけど、それを自分で推理していくっていうゲームやな。真犯人はあの人なんじゃないかとか、事件はこうこうこうでこうなったんじゃないかとかっていうのを探るゲームで、そう、最初この3つの映像しかなかったんだけど、なんだろう、この殺された人がサイモンっていうんだけど、そのサイモンっていう人の名前入れるとその人に関する取り調べでの映像が出てくる。で、そういう風にどんどん新しい要素を検索していって解いていくみ たいな、なんか、ちょっと変わった、あれかな、謎解きゲーなのかな。Google でモールスのやつある。でもあれさ、どうやればいいんだろう。どうやればいいの。変換でいいの。ぐるぐる。トゥトゥトゥ。トゥトゥトゥ。トゥトゥトゥ。トゥトゥトゥ。ラってことこれ。何回だからラだよね、多分。
What are you doing talking about Eve?
一時停止できないからな、ムービー。ごめん。トゥトゥトゥトゥトゥ。ちょっと、やってみよう。これ、待てよ。待てよ。ちょっと、よいしょ。で、あ、ちょっと待ってよ。そっか。足がないのか、そっか、この映像。どう、どうなんだ。ちょっと待って、そっか、伸ばし棒がないから、モールスじゃないのか。なんも関係ないってことかな、これ。いや、でもなんかあるんだろうけどな、この映像。いいのかな。伸ばし棒がない。確か
What are you doing talking about Eve?
に。1パターンセガサターンみたいな。1パターン1パターン1パターン1パターン死後1型みたいなのあるの。違った。違う、そうだ。そう、なんか左右で絶対分けてるから、なんかあるのかなって思って。これちょっと自分の、 コメント欄だけ載せたい。あ、来ちゃった。ちょっと。あー、ダメだ。そっか。左右。そう。左右でやってるのが気になるんだよね、確かに。左手人が左手でやってるやつを伸ばし棒で考えるとできるんかな。
What are you doing talking about Eve?
いや、これ、なんだこれ。なんだちょっと待てよ。ってなるとまた、あれだな。いろいろいるな。とりあえず、メモで、携帯のメモに、左、OK。
What are you doing talking about Eve?
何回なんだ。はい。つつが左が3回か。トゥトゥトゥ。死ぬ。トゥトゥトゥトゥ。回。トゥトゥトゥ。ちょっと待って。わからん。わからん。やってみてるけどワードにならない。そうか。じゃあなんだろうな。だろう。純粋にアルファベットとか、いやでも、20何回とか叩くのめっちゃ大変だしな。トゥトゥトゥってことは C ってことでしょ。この次が左手で、いやでも絶対なんか、考えすぎなのかな。もうちょっと。か。オッケー、新しいの来た。
It was after dinner. I'd spoken to Sam's parents on the phone. I looked up for an early night and I suddenly had this thought. I think it was something his mum had said. She'd been speaking about old stuff, sad stuff, about when we lived there.
左が伸ばしなのか。 逆だな。そう。
There's some boxes in the cellar, nursery
地下
stuff,
室。
stuff we never needed and I never had the heart to throw out. I suddenly remembered that when I'd looked down there the week before, those boxes, that pile was in the wrong
そうだよ。
place.
気になるよね。
I went cold all over. I went down there with the torch and went straight to the back, and that's when I saw the bin bags. Pulled them open,
お
saw
い
the
おいおいおい
body.
おいおい。マジか。
I screamed, and that's when I called the police.
マジか。え、何その死体がサイモンの死体ってこと？
Sorry. The picture, the way it's drawn, just reminded me of the books we used to read as children. I read those fairy tales over and over, and they were so real to me. Rapunzel was my favourite. My brain is just full of it. Are any of these in colour?
うんつるす。
Yes. I read a lot as a child and watched lots of TV. Then the doll's house we had, we still have in the attic. It's kind of a fairy castle. We used to play up there and make up our own stories.
そういや調べてなかったな。これ時系列が、ああそういうことね。
Could the hairs have come from somewhere else? I mean, could they... We have a lot of dolls in the attic. There's a Rapunzel doll with long blonde hair. Could they have come from there?
髪を検出。ああそう。証拠品ってか。
I'm not sure where the dollhouse came from.
どうやって手に入
I
れ
don't know if it was given to them or they inherited it. I mean, they wouldn't have had the money to buy it. It was so huge. It must have been taken up to the attic in parts and then reassembled up there. It's a beautiful thing. Wallpaper to scale, little furniture, the lights work, mirrors, beds, big duvets and pillows. We spent hours and hours playing it, invented all these characters and families who lived there. We wrote paperwork for them all, passports, diaries, gave them all really elaborate stories. Once, a moth got trapped in there. We'd left a light on. It was making the most horrendous noise. We tried to kill it, but it was tough. We ended up crushing it under a copy of the Arabian Nights.
びっくりした。間違った。びっくりした。英語の文字信号。と。もう一回聞きたい。え、これ日本語じゃなくてアルファベットとかワンチャン？いやー、 どうなんだろうな。アルファベットのモード信号ってあるんだ。そうですもん。
What are you doing talking about Eve? Poor Simon. 'What are you doing talking about Eve? Poor Simon.
ちょっと待ってよ。こっちで出しといて。しとけばいいか。じゃあこれモールス符号だ、これ。どう違うんだ。信号とは違うの。どうあった、英語。こうだもんな。どうなんだろう。S アルファベットだとして最初の通り S なんだ。
Poor Simon.
こっちで聞いてみる。5点。5点。 凍ってんの？ちょっと待って。古典がわからない。ごめん。ごめん、もぐさん。古典がわからない。ああ、そういうこと？あ、確かに。そっか、じゃあ全然関係ないのか。確かに5回タップしてたから、ああ、そっかそっかそっか。当店ってそういうことか。じゃあ何？全然違うってことこれ。待って待って待って待って待って。やばいやばいやばいやばいやばい。わからんわからんわからん。確かにそれがその通りなんだよ。え違うの？なんだ？と、暗号。ガラス、先生でしょ？でもなんだ？出ないな。ちょっとここ一応ハテナつけとくか。あ、そうだ、地下室。あったな、やっぱり。
No. The whole thing was wrong. The bags, I think they were from our kitchen, you can probably check that. We never go into the cellar. It's just a place we put things we don't need. Dad used to grow mushrooms there. The bags were taped up. I think it was parcel tape, but I think it was ours. Well, fine, considering. I got back into the house today, and that was weird, knowing your people have been there through my things. It's like I've been burgled. I mean, worse, obviously. I don't know. I haven't lived in the cellar yet. They sent a cleaner in. As good as new, he said. but they had to throw some stuff out. Couldn't get the blood out. And I'm still waiting to hear from the coroner so we can get a date set for the funeral. It's going to be a cremation. So, it happened very quickly. We hardly had to talk to each other. We agreed almost silently. The baby was what mattered. We'd help each other. We cleaned up. We bagged up the broken mirror, her clothes. They're gone. We took him down to the cellar. We knew we had an alibi, and we wanted the body to be found later. We wanted to have suspicion on us, so we could then disprove it, rather than have it linger. Better to keep the body in the house than risk being seen with it.
自供してるね。
The watch, that was my touch, to make sure the alibi stuck.
自供しちゃってるよ。やっぱ犯人はこの人なんだよ。待って。自供しちゃってるよ。嘘。全然あるんだよ。魚の割り？7月3日の映像は見ない方がいいんじゃないか。待てよ。でも多分この人で犯人決定でしょう。でも実況じゃないよ。なんか音楽はすげえなんかクリアしますよもうじきみたいな感じの音なんだよ。確かに。何なんだろう。そういうことね。ゲームの設定ってインスタントファイルアクセスだ。でもなんかあの暗号だけは気になるな。でももしなんかこのままなんかクリアできたとしても、エリック検索した、ダイヤ検索した。 犯人じゃなくて何？事件の全容をこう明らかになってく系のやつなのかな。どうなんだろ
う。When I was 8, Mother died. She slipped down the stairs. It was an accident. I had read a diary at that point, and I knew she wasn't my real mother. So I burned the diary that day, and I left. Walked out and across the street.
う。おー、出てきた。久々に出てきた。
When beautiful people died, we always felt like it was a sign. You remember Princess Grace? Grace Kelly? She died in a car crash the year before we met Simon. We used a Ouija board to speak to her, and that gave us the power to find him. That's what we thought then. That people who died tragically leave some kind of magic behind. We used to share dreams. We used to wake up and write them down in our diaries immediately and compare them.
ほう。
The bruise. I have a really fast metabolism, so stuff like that just comes and goes. I don't know if there's much more that I can tell you that I haven't already told the other policemen. I found the body. His body. It didn't look real. And his throat. It looked like his throat had been cut. And I didn't see his glasses. He has these thick glasses. He doesn't always wear. 1984 was an awful year in the end. We were living at Doug and Eleanor's. I lost the baby at the end of spring and my parents died in the summer. It was a hot summer, a heat wave. So when they discovered the bodies, it was just awful. Because of the circumstances, them dying together like that, they brought in a lot of police. The forensic entomologist. I had to look that up. It was because of the heat. It was just awful.
Yeah.
1984 was an awful year in the end. We were living at Doug and Eleanor's. I lost the baby. Yeah. I've been round to Doug and Eleanor's and they're very worried. I feel sorry for them. I got a job to contribute, you know. Doug knew someone and I got a job as a dinner lady at the primary school. They said it didn't matter if I could cook or not, just don't poison the kids. So you see, it's always been complicated between me and Simon. It's never just been the two of us. There's always been pressure. I hoover, I dust every week, maybe less. I once asked Eleanor how often I should dust, and she said, if people ask, tell them you do it once a week, but every few weeks is okay. I think she was just trying to make me feel better. I mean, when I was there, she was hoovering every day, ran an ordered house. You know how that generation is, putting on a brave front. She has secret stashes of cigarettes. Doug doesn't even know she smokes. When I was there, I saw her. She has these sort of porcelain vases, ornamental, next to the Reader's Digest books. Cigarettes inside. And she still has them. I mean, last time I was there, I looked in a vase. There was a fresh pack. I mean, all those years of marriage, and she still has a secret like that. Okay. I parked up in the street. It was busy, so I had to park down the end of the road. Walked up, knocked on the door, no answer. I took my keys out of my bag and unlocked the door. The main lock was unlocked. You can tell because the key doesn't turn when you try to turn it to the left. I walked in. Simon's coat wasn't on the peg. I couldn't see his shoes in the shoe rack. I shouted out. I walked straight into the kitchen because he usually sits in there to have a cup of tea and read his paper, but he wasn't there. I touched the kettle. It was cold. I looked quickly in the living room. Nothing. So I walked upstairs to the bedroom and he wasn't there. I didn't search for him because it was pretty clear he wasn't there. I had a shower. The phone rang whilst I was in the shower. I didn't answer it. I think it was Eric. Then I was just exhausted. So I lay down on the bed and I fell asleep, though I didn't mean to. I woke up a couple of hours later and I was surprised to see no one in the bed next to me. And then I remembered where I was and what had happened. That's when Eric called again. This time I spoke to him. Then I called Doug and Eleanor. And then I decided to come and see you. That enough?
マジか。
Yes. I speak with Eleanor at least once a day. Not that there's
時
anything
系
much to
列
say.
バラバラなの。
It's more just
全部のと一応つながってるよとつながってるんだけど、だからセッションの使い方ってそういう使い方か、これ。そうか。多分あれだね、順番に見てったらちゃんと話がつながるんけ。そうだよね。一応この出てきてる映像は一応これ6月25なんだけど、これが30、服装が30で、これが7月1日。これもそうそう、30なんだよ。30の3分。これがつながってるってこと？そうなんだ。ちょっと飛ばそう。 や、ちょっと間があるな、この間。そうね、整理しなきゃだね。じゃあ一回。大変だな。
1984 wasn't it?
多分これ、ちょっと待って。3時53分15秒。
1984 wasn't
十
it?
何秒かの映像が入っとるかもってことか。いやー、待って。大変だ。大変だ。あ、間違えちゃった。どうまとめようかな、これ。これもう、とりあえず、もうって書いといて。FBI 捜査官の気分になれるゲームなんだね。そうだね。大変だね。大変だ。大変だ。ちょっと疲れたよ。いやでも500円、いや500円、いや面白いな。でも500円で、月とかって結構、やっとって楽しいもんな。今日じゃ終わらない予感だ。いや、終わんないね。てかもう、悪くなっちゃうよ。そうだな、そろそろ終わりにしようかな。腰が痛いし。で、これそもそも、完璧でもこの人なんか、初犯人っぽい気するんだよな。次回予告してもいいんだよ。あ、面白かったですね。そう。作業があってありがとう。いや、もぐさん、こちらこそありがとう。なんかいろいろ、モールス信号とかちょっとなんか、手伝ってもらって。助かり申した。あろうかな。ああんま進んでないけど、3名の方々、ご視聴ありがとうございましたね。ありがとうございました。うん。まあ、次、やるかな。まあ、うん。頑張ります。皆さんお疲れ様でした。また、よければ、見てください。もぐさんお疲れおやすみ。ありがとう。ありがとうございます。さんの配信もまた今度、見に行きます。